Hey everyone, Carter man. Right, get ready for the final episode of Summer D&D Settings. We reached the lightning round, which is mostly going to be MTG, the other product Wizard does, Magic Gathering. But we're going to talk about the D&D Magic settings that are in D&D. I'm not kidding. Let's dive in. Hey everyone, Carter man. Time for another edition of Summer D&D Settings. And today, for our final normal episode, we're going to do, I kid you not, MTG, but in D&D plus 5th edition history, just to know. Just to know, we're not doing 4th edition because it sucks. But the only pro is they have 3 things. Warlock, Dragonborn, and Tiefling. We will sort of explain Tiefling and Dragonborn before, and let's recap it as well with my friend Magic Friends. So let's begin. Magic Friends, start the conversation.
So we're going from third edition. Third edition ended
in 2007.
Right.
Then 2008 was 4th edition. Oh boy, 4th edition was terrible, but
we've done a bunch of episodes on 4th edition in the past. You can check those out if you go through the
link of our channel. Go look it up.
Mm-hmm. But the basis is 4th edition was designed to take advantage of the MMO boom, the massively multiplayer online boom, spearheaded by World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
The game was formatted to be more appealing to players of that format,
and it felt
bad. Like garbage.
It was every role was basically the same thing, even if your archetype, like attribute types, just play the same every way. Like if you have a defensive martial character, which was the fighter, and if you had a defense primal, which is barbarian, they played the same. There was no difference except for their aesthetic and category, but they played the same, like white bread with bland food.
Yeah, they all had different features, but none of them were
similar.
All like the damage was the same.
Yes.
The abilities seemed very similar.
Yeah, it was basically copy and paste 4x6, and what combination you can do with those 4x5. You can do the 4 rolls plus the 5 attributes throughout 5th edition. Except for Shadow, which you sort of count as the unofficial 6th member, but that's another story. So go look it up.
Yeah. There were no real big developments in settings when we go through 6th edition.
5th edition.
Or 4th edition.
4th edition. Except for one thing, which we did explain, which was Dark Sun.
Well, Dark Sun got a reboot in it, but it wasn't new.
Yeah, it was just like... We just took elements from 4th edition and just painted over it.
So we get to 5th edition.
Yeah, 5th edition was a saving grace. About 2013, there was a thing called D&D Next, which was basically their prototype initiative for D&D 5th edition. It was their beta, and they did a beta again. And now we're in 5.5, which is just basically the same thing as 3.5, which we explain. But 5th edition had a lot of advantages, including crossover to something my friend Mike is a fan of it liking. If you know me, I like Duel Masters, and without Duel Masters was basically a Magic manga. And yes, we're going to talk about the Magic settings of D&D.
Yeah. So there's
3.
We get to 5th edition.
Yeah.
5th edition brings back a lot of the classic places like Faerun.
Yes.
Like Ravenloft, like the Underdark and the Undercity.
Yeah.
And then they decide that we're going to use the licenses we already have at Wizards of the Coast, which are all of the different planes for Magic.
Yes.
And we're going
Before that, we did with Zendikar, but technically the Zendikar through Ixalan ones are more like PDFs, which are not really canon.
So there's many. So hold on. There's many realms in the Magic
multiverse. Yes. The Magic multiverse is vast. There's like 30 different settings in a 30-year time span.
Yeah, you have to remember that Magic's multiverse is based on a line where each year there would be a new setting.
Right.
So Magic's been around for 30 plus years now. A couple of years were the same setting, Dominaria, but in reality, we've had about 25 different settings in Magic, just like there's many different settings in D&D.
Right. But basically, there are 3 settings of Magic that cross over with D&D, and we're going to talk about all 3 of them. Starting off with the most famous of the 3, the second most popular one, not Dominaria, that's number 1, and that is Ravenloft, the setting of...
No, Ravnica.
Ravnica, sorry.
Ravnica is a
Ravnica.
Ravnica is a setting based on old Russian lore, like the Tsar and the monarchy era of Russia.
Yes.
It has 10 guilds.
Which, if you look at the back of a Magic card, you will see the 5 colors.
Yeah, but that's not relevant for this.
I know, I'm just explaining each of those colors are basically the equivalent of knowing what color combination can be.
Yeah, here's the thing. In D&D, though, we don't use the Magic colors. We swapped them out. So
Correct.
In D&D, you pick a guild the same way you would pick a guild in Adventures League.
Right.
And then I'm
just explaining an Easter egg. That's what I was just doing.
Yeah, but we have a lot to get through. So
I'm sorry,
we
never
have
mind.
Time for Easter eggs.
I was doing a cutaway. It was just that's it, and now we made this longer. I'm sorry for the Stretch Armstrong level of stupidity.
In this world, it's all one giant city. The whole plane is one massive city.
Yes.
So instead of countries, there's guilds. The guilds control different parts of the city.
Yes, there are 10 guilds. Mm-hmm. I'm more of a Boris person, and you're more of...
I'm
the blue-white one.
I'm not Azorius. Do not call me Azorius.
I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
Probably somewhere between Izzet and Dimir.
Yeah, Izzet is better. Izzet, the dragon faction. Sorry, that was a joke.
In each faction, similar actually ends up lining up a lot with the factions if you played Planescape.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yep, a lot of the factions line up with the factions that you see in Sigil,
but
which we talked about in week 7.
Which were 16, but this case in Ravenloft, there's only, 10. Ravnica only has 10. Well, the other has 16.
Yep.
Sorry.
And that makes sense because Ravnica came out about 10 years after Planescape. Sorry, there's a Magic set called Plane Chase too.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry.
Confused, but Planescape came out about 10 years earlier. At this point, Wizards of the Coast now owns it for a long time.
Ravnica.
And so when they make Ravnica, they trim down some of the guilds, and it lines up very similarly. There's also... We also then have 3 other planes.
Yeah.
There is a Greek plane
called Theros, which is the secondary enchantment plane. We won't explain what that means, but look it up.
Theros is designed to emulate a gameplay of Greek gods or Roman gods without having a direct connection to the mythology, so that they can get around any kind of copyrights or any stereotypes around the old gods.
Right.
But Heliod is Helios.
Yeah.
Like
freaking Hermes. I'm thinking of that stupid flash cutter.
Hermes is Mogi. Like
yeah.
A lot of the names are it's not Erebos is the god of the dead. Like a lot of the names are very similar to the names that you would find in Greek mythology.
Yeah.
But it's like Greek mythology, but they use a lot of the adaptations of the Roman names.
Right, which is kind of weird because this arc in Magic was mostly towards the end of the Ajani arc of the series of Magic.
But it's also a plane they've gone to. Like, here's the big thing. With
Ravnica, we've been there 4 times. Really 3 times because the newest time is like a murder mystery.
Right. So we've been there 4 times. Theros we've been to 3 times.
2 times.
3 times.
2 official times plus the pre-Magic Origins had it unofficial.
One of the Commander 26.
Yeah.
Commander 2016. One of the sets of Commander decks was all Theros based.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot that Commander set did a single color for each of the gods.
It used to be you got Commander decks once a year, and now you get them once per set, so it's a little different.
Yes.
We also have the Zendikar, like you said. Zendikar is an explorer's plane.
Yes,
very
which
similar
is
to
not
like
one
Indiana
of the three.
Jones kind of thing. That's a PDF. I'm just like
Ravnica,
rapid firing them all off.
Ravnica's the city, the horror setting, which is weird because if you look at that PDF, I think if memory serves me right, that PDF has a weird thing. And that is, I kid you not, a reference to Curse of Strahd, which is a weird, like, product placement moment because they both came out around the same time. Like, one came out 2016 and the other came out, like, the month after that month. So one's April, one May, and it's like, oh, yeah, we got to do product placement for stupid reasons.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's one. Then there's also Amonkhet, which is just weird because it was during when Amonkhet was new.
Amonkhet is take basically what we did with the Greek mythology, where we just kind of changed the names and stuff.
But with Egyptian.
But with Egyptian mythology.
Also Ixalan, but only regular normal Ixalan, which is a PDF. And
Ixalan is a pirates versus it's a pirate setting.
It's
like
a tribal
Caribbean
thing.
Pirate setting.
Yeah, with
but
dinosaurs.
It also has a savage world kind of setting with dinosaurs.
The underplace doesn't count. The underplace doesn't count with that book because it came out before that book.
No, I'm talking about the jungle setting, the jungle part of Ixalan.
And before we get to our most recent setting, and the only new setting in the modern age in D&D and Magic crossover, we have to talk about a setting that had a name change, but I have to say the old name for stupid reasons because that's when the book came out, Kaladesh, or whatever the new name of Ishtar.
Ishtar, yeah.
Yeah,
Kaladesh happened to be
the terrible name, but it got retconned.
It got retconned to being Ishtar.
Ishtar was a better original name for it, but the Kaladesh name was kind of controversial for some Muslim people, but
it's too close to like a Muslim word that is not appealing.
Let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about it.
That is a setting where you have the combination of a steampunk made with magic
or what they call it, Aetherpunk.
Aetherpunk, yep. And you put that on top of a spin on the bazaars and open markets that are prevalent in many of the Middle Eastern or Fertile Valley cultures,
and the
like
weird thing
Sinbad
is
and Arabian Nights.
Also, both Amonkhet and Kaladesh or Ishtar cross over together with a new setting, which recently with the racing thing, but that's another show. Let's talk about the newest, not the next setting coming up, Lorwyn / Shadowmorph 2, which is going to be in January of next year. But before that, we have a book that will get a sequel next year, coincidentally, as well, and that is Strixhaven, the D&D equivalent of Hogwarts from Harry Potter.
Yeah, and so, okay, there's a lot of them, right? All of these things we've listed are different settings.
Right, they're all settings.
It's hard to recap every single one of them in one video.
Right, we're not gonna bother. We're just saying.
Right.
Basically, it's ebony color. For Strixhaven is ebony color for schools. We won't explain this thing, but maybe someday we might do a color basic video for Magic if you want me to do more Magic stuff. Please do Duel Masters, please. But anyhow, that's the end of the hot summer of D&D settings. But we're not done yet. We're gonna do a few more videos in the in a couple of weeks for a setting that I wanted to put on the series, but due to a new era's beginning, let's talk about Critical Role. But before that, let's talk about Common Writer's weird attempt at coming back to States with Zeds. But before that, and after Mask Rider, which was bad, was the legendary, but good, but okay Kamen Rider season. Kamen Rider Dragonite. Better than Ryuki? Let's find out next time on a return of Hobitoku Anime. Hope you liked the video. Link comment below if you like our summer D&D settings and sad that this series is ending. I'm still going to do videos with Nights once a month for this series. But anyhow, that's it for summer D&D settings. Hope you like it. Just come on saying bye-bye for now.